Hey guys, it's Amy of Dragon's Foot Apothecary here for our last Friday in November oils and oracles. And as you guys know, we got that big full moon coming up in a couple days, and I'll be doing an oils and oracle on that day too. But I am using for this Friday after Thanksgiving our Wild Offering card deck again. And as you guys know, I always align my oracle readings to essential oils. And I only recommend brands that I personally use and have experience with because I want you to have good results with them. And I can't really recommend something that I haven't ever used. So I only use doTERRA. If you got questions about that, come on over to dragonsfootapothecary.com. I'm happy to answer questions about that to help to see if that's the right solution for you and your family. So I pulled 3 cards today, one for this weekend, one for next week, and one from the universe like we do every Friday. And these divine offering cards are very insightful, especially I just felt really drawn to them around this time because, Thanksgiving's kind of weird this year. Well, actually all of 2020 has been kind of weird. I'll just go out there and say that. So these cards have just really been insightful, and I feel like they've been very helpful to us. So I pulled 3 cards. I think these are really good ones for this time of year, and I think they kind of remind us of, some important things in life. So I'm excited to share them with you today. So the first card I pulled is for this weekend. It's a card of divine timing. So last week, if you heard last week's reading, we talked about direction and change and kind of that striving to make progress and not pushing so hard. I think this is more of that message, okay? And trusting that there's a time for everything and everything happens at the right time in our lives. I think this card speaks very highly for that kind of messaging, right? So a lot of what we heard last week continues into this holiday weekend. So this card says, the divine brings things in the timing that we need. Nothing comes before we're prepared, nor leaves too early. May I always trust your perfect and holy timing. Okay, so that's a really nice way to say, slow your roll, be patient. It's all going to work out in its own time. So the oils I put with this one, I always tell you there's a couple oils that will help with this reading, especially when it really hits you home, right? So I put that doTERRA Serenity, which I call lavender's big sister, because it has lavender in it, but it's got a lot of other oils. And it's very relaxing, and I find that it helps me kind of let go of things that are kind of on my mind or bothering me, or that I keep overthinking. The other oil I put with this is the doTERRA Balance, which is another oil blend. And I love diffusing both of these oils, but I also, particularly with the Serenity, I like to put it on the bottom of my feet before I go to bed. And the Balance I like to put on the back of my neck, because these 2 oils, again, kind of help you be present where you are now. Take the deep breath and, realize that you can't keep pushing things on your own timeline, that they're going to happen when they happen. And that's so true in a lot of things in life, right? So this weekend, maybe sit down and look at where you're trying to push too hard on things and where you need to kind of let timing unfold on its own. Okay? All right, the next card I pulled, gosh, if this isn't a card for this holidays, actually all of this year, again, because 2020 has been so screwed up, it's with the card we need for next week. Now, a lot of us are getting ready to think about holiday, Christmas, right? Gifts, probably going to be mailing a lot of gifts because you're not going to be around a lot of friends and family like where you typically are, so you got added expense of postage and getting things in time. So the card that came up was money. Yeah, tough card to have going into holidays, right, and all the shopping. So this is about so it's not, shortage of money. It's more of our limiting belief that there's a scarcity of money and not having enough to meet our needs, okay? and not feeling like there's, going to be enough, right? And kind of hoarding because you feel like there's not going to be enough. So this card says, all my finances are now in divine order. Love itself knows my needs and is the source for all. I needn't cling or to gain or fear loss. Every need will be met through offering all to the divine. Okay, so it's money, it's material things related, but it's specifically around our limiting beliefs that there's not enough to meet our needs. And I've had those moments in my own life where I've thought I'm not going to have enough. There's certainly been times where I didn't have enough, or I thought I didn't have enough, and it was really stretching dollars to make things happen and to take care of myself. And I think we all have those moments in our life, right, where money's a little bit scary. And it's very hard to say this, but you have to trust that you will always be okay. And miracles happen when you least expect them to, but we have to kind of let go of some of that fear around money so that we can flourish. Okay, and I know that's super hard. It's hard for me. So the oils I put with this, grapefruit and tea tree. Now, both of them are very detoxifying, okay? And so I put them with this particular card to help us let go of that toxic thinking of scarcity and the fear of not having enough, okay? Because that can really impact our mindset and to the point it can impact our physical health, okay? Now, grapefruit has some additional benefits when it comes to this limiting belief thinking. It is very supportive to helping us kind of feel fulfilled, okay? And even when you don't have much, right? And there's a lot of people in that situation where you just literally don't have much. Grapefruit is that oil of fulfillment, and that, okay, I have fruit from my labor. I can take care of myself. It might not be much, but there will be enough, okay, to meet my need. And I don't have to worry about tomorrow. I just got to get through today. Okay, and grapefruit is so powerful at helping us change that mindset, okay? And again, I think grapefruit and tea tree are super detoxifying and just helping us get rid of that negative thinking and heal. Actually, tea tree is very healing, right? So it helps us heal from those, maybe some of those harder lessons we've had in life when it comes to money and not having enough, okay? So next week, and again, I know this is an interesting card to have right now, but it's maybe a good card at a perfect time. If we go back to our first card of divine thinking and timing, it's a good card in that respect because it's helping us go into the holiday season realizing that we have limiting beliefs that are holding us back from maybe being as charitable to ourselves and to others as we could be. Okay, so there is your card for next week. Now the third card is from the universe, and this one is an interesting card given the first two that we've had. This is the card of hardship. Okay, so this card, now we just got done talking about scarcity, and sometimes scarcity happens, right? So this card is around embracing the hard stuff, trusting how it's shaping us and what we're learning from that experience so that we can emerge from it in a better place, okay? So this card says, may I embrace what's happening right now, as baffling or painful as it is, help me to trust where I'm being guided, okay? Now, we've had some really big cards this week, right? You had divine timing, you had the money card, and now we got the hardship card. So all of those indicate, which I think is a big theme all this year, that we've been really going through some tough things, and we've been maybe impatient about getting them over with. I know I have. And, when you are going through hard things, it is very easy to fall into that scarcity thinking that I have to hoard what I do have because I don't know if I'm going to get any more. And I'm going through this hard time right now, right? So I need to hoard what I have, hold it tight, clench, right? You get where I'm going with this. And these cards are telling us, don't do that. Whatever you, and it's so easy it's so easy to do, right? But these cards are clearly telling us, fight the urge. Don't do that. Because by not doing that, we're going to allow ourselves to feel at peace, even in hard times, that things are going to work out in their own way, in their own time. There will be enough to meet our needs, and we are actually learning even when things are hard. Okay? So, those are our cards for this last Friday in November. And I wish you all the best going into the holiday season. I will be back for our full moon or oils and oracle on the 30th. And then we will have, I'm not sure I'm going to do all the oils and oracles on Fridays in December because I like to try to take a little bit of time off to enjoy my family and just kind of prepare for the next year, which, gosh, I sure hope it's better than this year. Anyway, I look forward to seeing you guys on the full moon. And if you got questions in the meantime, come on over to dragonspitapothecary.com. There's a contact me option there. You can get right a hold of me and we will answer your questions. And if not, I will see you here on the 30th for our oils and oracle on the full moon. Bye.